So, hello and welcome back to Pokemon Mystery Dungeon. We have a team made out of Boom and no one else. We have a Firestone in our hand, Racket Band, Special Band. We're going to put all the things we have into the storage, and I'm also, of course, sometimes speeding up things so that it's a little faster, so don't worry about that. I mean, I have talked about that in the last few times a lot in the last few episodes. But I'm always going to do that just because I like using the speed up button a lot. We're going to bring out some people with us. We're going to bring out BD2, which is... What is his level actually? 30? 31, okay. Good enough. So, join our team, and I guess we're going to bring Pushover with us because he is he knows the moves that I need him to know. So, join your team. Okay. And that should significantly enhance our battle powers. We have unmatched battle powers. Okay, I'm going to position myself in a better way now so that it's easier to play, and I'm also going to save right here because that's the rule when entering this dungeon. Okay, so we are going to go for this Slugma. Slugma who? Okay, whatever. We're going to attack, and we're not going to do anything for now. The goal is going to be finishing this fiery field. I think last time we battled Entei, or was it last time? I think one of the last times we tried to battle Entei. It didn't quite work out because we were only a lone Typhlosion. But this time, it's going to work out. Because we have the Avengers. Yeah, that's not quite the Avengers. We have the Pushover, we have BD2, the Pikachu, and we have Typhlosion, the guy that has a lot of weird hobbies. Also, they have Earth moves, which is quite dangerous. And I should change the nature of my... I should change my... the front move which I'm using when I'm playing to Aerial Ace, because that's easier to deal with. Also, it's time to do the strategy again, where we use Pushover to detect different things. Pushover is right here. He has found the exit. Nice! That's why Pushover is the best Pushover ever. Oh, and we're going to grab ourselves a Reviver Seed. Really good. That's looking good. Good. And for now, we're going to keep playing Pushover. For now, it's going to be until we find a lake, a lava lake, which we have found. And then use... What? Why so little damage? Was this a bug? 5 damage. What is up with that? Summary. My attack seems normal. Let's go for... I'm going to check that double damage on a diving foe. Let's go for Waterfall. 5 damage. What's going on? Ancient Power? 39. I have no idea what just happened. And why the damage coefficient was so weird. But hey, I don't care. I will still finish this dungeon, so no worries. Where did Pushover go? It's not the exit. Okay, that's not quite good. Was it just because of a level difference? I don't think so, because last dungeon I didn't have any of those problems. I don't know, sometimes that happens. And there's the exit, okay. This is the whatever floor. Also, Pushover is at 89 health. Okay. B2 wears the Pass Scarf, right? That's the item that I gave him. And this is a Moonstone, right? Oh, no, it's a Gravel Rock. It seemed to have a different coloring from the normal Gravel Rock. But I guess I just imagined that. Oh, I have no idea. Sometimes you just imagine things. And let's go for another ride with this Pushover. And he went to the far left. It is not the exit. Okay. We're going to go for a little spreading out. With this kind of a team, I will be able to do that, right? And we have found a Pushover fighter. I think I have to change the character to Pushover because it's a little too dangerous to have him do this alone. So let's go for a Waterfall. This time it should work. Right. This is the damage that I want to see. Okay, that's the exit. Okay, that's good. And we're going to go for BD2. Whoop. Leader. And what moves does he have? I already forgot. He has Shockwave. That's pretty nice. Let's go for Shockwave for now. Shockwave. And we're going to continue. I could have also collected those items over there, but I didn't want to. So, 4th floor. It is raining. That's good. Because of the effect Drought or Drizzle, I always forget. Off Pushover. That's the big effect. That's quite useful. Let's go for another one. And we got a Hidden Power. Every one of us has a hidden power deep in their hearts. Everybody has something they are good at. And if they don't think so, they just didn't find it yet. Inspirational talk. I mean, it's not necessarily wrong, so I don't really have anything against that statement. So, let's continue. And we have a PO that's quite low. We should be... Okay, that's good. Because of a drizzle, we didn't activate the self-destruct trap. I didn't want to say app. We're going to go up a floor. And hopefully one more, but that didn't quite work out. Well, sometimes you are in a drought. Come on, that was a good one. That was a good one. Nothing? Okay. Okay. We're going to go for PO and leader, and we're going to go up. Up. Oh, that's a little dangerous, but we should be able to do this. Surf. 123. And we are burned. Okay, that's a little dangerous. Ember. I don't know what to think about this. Okay, 123. Come on, you can do this. Thunderbolt, it's good enough. Fire Punch, okay. Come on, you have to finish this magma, and I have to heal a little bit with pushover. Otherwise I would lose. Bounce Band. What is a bounce band? That makes... Why not? Pushover. Come on, take it. And we're going to... That's a Charmander, that's fine. Yep. And we're going to wait until we have at least 40 health. That much has to be guaranteed. That hurts. That hurts a lot. That hurts. It's quite annoying. I mean, that's the problem with the Pass Scarf. If you get unlucky, then it's going to be directed at you and, well, whatever. It doesn't matter. We used one of those Reviver Seeds. We might find one again. If not, that's also completely fine. We're going to grab the money. We need a little bit of money. Why not? Okay. At this point, nothing can bother me. I had a Gishki FTK session and that's enough. Ah, man. Yeah, I think this video should come out after the Gishki FTK video, so that's pretty nice. Let's go downwards to the left, and there's a magma. Magma? Yeah, it's called that way. Okay. Sometimes I'm still confused about the English names and the German names. Because there are some Pokemon where I mostly only remember the German names. I think Frosle has its name, I think it's that name. In German it's called Frostetia, and I think it's just a more... There are some names that are just more memorable. That was one example. I can't remember the tree Pokemon. You know the tree Pokemon that is in Crystal, that big tree that you have to water with a watering can to continue your way? I forgot its name in the English version, but I will always remember that it's called Mugglebaum, which is called basically Lying Tree or Cheating Tree, that's basically it. It's a lot better of a name, at least for me to remember. I'm not saying that it's objectively better, but I like it subjectively more. That's more appropriate to say. Still, there's a Pokemon like that. Yeah, well, we are going to continue. I don't really have anything else that I want to talk about. There's nothing really going on. Tomorrow is the start of a new, semester. Is it called that way? The second half of the year where I go to university, and it will be quite stressful, I guess. Also rewarding, but still the stress will remain. So let's see where this is going. Also, nothing else going on. I mean, on my side of the field, there's a lot of things going on in the world, but I don't want to talk about them, which is why I'm not talking about them. Well, I have been reading, and I think you could have seen that on one of the last streams. I have been reading a new webtoon. It's not new, but it's new. I have been rereading Tower of God. Rereading is a hard word because I never actually read it. Okay, I want to tell you a story. Tower of God. It is a manhwa, I think, or is it called It's called something like that. It is a Korean webtoon and basically an anime made there. It's also in color. There is an English translation of that. It's no worries about that. And it is, first of all, the art in the. I don't want to rate it yet. I'm going to tell the story. That's a webtoon. It can be found on a site called Webtoons, I think. And I have been interested in it because I heard good things about it. I read Solo Leveling, and at some point I wanted to read other things, and that thing looked interesting. So I wanted to check out some reactions to it. I watched a YouTuber react to the most of the thing, I think, until the, if you know about it, until the Health Train arc, or maybe a little more. And I didn't really get captivated by the story. It wasn't quite my thing at that point in time. So I just watched it. I watched that tuber, and I didn't do anything else with that story. But for a short while ago, I have changed my mind. So I think a few days ago, I wanted to try to reread Tower of God on my own, because I also watched the anime. Of course, It's not like I hated the story. It's just that at this point, I was quite interested, and I wanted to read the whole story on my own to feel what the story feels like if I read it on my own, or what I think about it. And right now I'm again at chapter. What chapter am I at? I'm going to check very quick. I still have it open. Chapter 197. Quite a big number. It is shortly before, for those people who know, the Hell Train arc. Also, what is this damage? That's incredible. Shortly before that arc, that I'm here, and yeah. Oh, Graveler rocks work under protection. Interesting. And I did have my fun with that. My actual desktop picture that I have right now is also a picture out of the novel. I might be changing the picture a little bit on my own time when I have a time for it. What is this damage? I'm really annoyed right now. How can I... It's physical damage that's so... physical defense that's so high, I think, right? Flamethrower? Okay, good enough. So, I have a new background picture. And that background picture is one of Love, if you know him. Because he had a really cool design. So let me talk a little bit about Tower of God. First of all, it's a story about a tower. And if you climb that tower, if you climb it to the top, you are able to get whatever you want to. You can get all your wishes fulfilled. And the people that are trying to climb the tower are called regulars. They are chosen by the tower. They are not really able to go in themselves. And they have some specific powers, or they get to learn how to use those powers. It's not like most of them have the powers on their own. It's mostly like that they learn those powers, I think. And they're climbing the tower to become rankers, which is the people that have climbed the tower. And the main protagonist is what is called an irregular. I'm only talking about the first few episodes, or first few scenes of the thing, so I won't spoil anything. At least I think I won't. And this irregular called Bam, the name is made to be spelled to be the meaning of knight and chestnut. The 25th Bam is his name, and he has a friend, a female friend. I don't know if that makes if that has anything. He has a friend. And that friend is basically everything to him. They have been together for a while. And at some point, that friend tries to leave him alone to climb the tower, because he gets chosen to be a tower regular. And Bam doesn't want that to happen, because that is his only friend, and he doesn't want to lose his only friend. And because of a lot of things, he also goes into the tower, but he's a little different from the usual tower people. He is what is called an irregular, because he wasn't chosen by the tower, but mostly he opened the tower himself, which is a plot point that I don't quite get yet, but whatever. And he's now on his journey to go up the tower on his own, and that is where the story is at right now. No, that's the beginning of the story. He will meet other different people. His sole quest is to find that one person, or to find his missing friend that has decided to go up the tower on his own. Or that has this, yeah, we're going to say that. And yeah, that's the basic premise of the story. As to why the story is good, first of all, the art. The art in the beginning is quite subpar. It's quite, you see that there are a lot of things where it could be better, but it's not that bad of a deal. Once you go over the past few chapters, the last few, let's say after 10 chapters, the art gets better a lot, and you won't even notice it that much anymore. Maybe a little more than 10 chapters, but still. The art gets a lot better, and at some point it actually gets to a point where it looks really good. There are some chapters specific, or some artwork specifically, that have a really good quality. The characters, there are a lot of them. A real lot of characters. That's quite impressive that they have this wide of a cast. And the cast is quite likable. I mean, the cast members that are likable, that are supposed to be likable, are likable, and the cast members that are not supposed to be likable are really not likable. And that's a good sign for a good story. And we got teleported. Good that I can change the leader. But yeah, that's that. The plot is quite interesting because it's quite convoluted. Not in a bad way, but in a good way. It's complicated, but anything and everything has its own place in that story. It's not like it's convoluted like a... it's not like a ball of yarn. It's more so... Or maybe it could be comparable to a ball of yarn. No, it has a structure in it. The structure is in it, but your viewers sometimes don't... you have to zoom out of a picture and reflect on all the things you have watched until that point to see that whole picture, to understand what is the meaning of that specific point. At least that's the feeling that I get until for the parts that I've watched. But there are a lot of things of foreshadowing, there's a lot of plot twists, and at least it feels like everything that I have as a question right now, which is a lot of things to be honest, will be answered at a later point. And that also gives you a certain sense of interest. You're more immersed in the story because you have a lot of plot twists, and because it feels like everything is woven together in a good way, in a structured way. Yeah, that's my part about that's my opinion on the story. Yeah, the fighting itself is also pretty good. It's fighting. The power system, as far as I've been able to see for now, is alright. It's nothing too special, but it's also nothing bad or anything. So, it's quite alright. The power system is called, or the power itself is called Shinsu, where in the battles in the tower are mostly made out of many people being together, meaning there is a group of people. Not only one individual battles are also important in the tower, and frankly, in my opinion, they are the thing that have been more so focused on, stressed upon, than the actual team battles. But in the tower itself, it's more so important to have the individuals, to not have individuals, but teams. In the teams there are different roles, and each team member has to fulfill that role. I like that idea. It's true that it's important. In my opinion, it's not been delivered that much to me yet. I don't know if that's the truth, that it's just not been delivered, or if it's just a me kind of problem, but I don't see the delivery of that point. I'm not sure about that. Still, thank you for letting me sleep. Still, it's fine, I guess. Yeah, the plot is the thing that's most important in that story, in my opinion. Well, that doesn't mean that anything else is bad. The characters are quite likable. I already told that. Characters are good, plot is good, graphics are getting better. I think they are on the good level at this point. And all around a good show. Long show, especially. The show hasn't ended yet. It is still going. I think it goes every Monday, I think. A new chapter is being released. Yeah. The coloring is also pretty good. I like the coloring. The colors are well utilized. I like that. Yeah. That's that about Tower of Gods. And we are in the what floor? In the 20th floor. I think we have 10 more floors to go. Thunderbolt, okay. This is a little dangerous because this Mashirk is quite a big hitter. But we didn't hit it. Okay. Hit or miss, I guess. I guess we didn't miss. We're going to go up a floor and we're going to attack this Macargo. Yeah, Macargo. Magma Cargo. Secret power. And another tackle. And what is the time saying? We had 21 minutes. Hopefully we're able to do this on this turn. Because I've already lost a few battles against this. BD2 isn't quite the guy with hitting. Hitting is not quite his thing. Also, we also missed. Fair enough, I guess. Hello, I want to attack. And Thunderbolt can't be used, that's fine, then just don't use it. All of his moves are unusable. Okay, fair enough. Let's attack. Okay, I actually have to use the move. Okay, Ancient Power, is that enough? Well, I guess that should have been expected. Surf, come on. Let's use the sticks. I don't want to waste anything for damage. Okay. Okay. And okay. Well, that was that. I guess I lost. Yeah. Okay. Anything I want to do else-wise? I don't really want to do anything else. I guess I could just end the episode right here and finish it off. Or I could record one more episode so that I have one on spare. I'm thinking about going for one more episode, but do I have anything I want to do? That's the bigger question. Uproar Forest Stormy Sea. You know what? I'm going to do one more episode and we're going to go for the ruins. That's a lot easier to solo and it's a little easier to not think while doing this. So we're going to go for the leader BD2. Not BD2, that's Boom. And we're going to store all the things, and then in the next episode we are going to go to the buried relics. That's going to be the one we're going to go for. So have a nice day and goodbye.